This for the players out there, check out this dope shit, man.
Players never die, we getting paid. Another day, another dollar, living in the bay. Hustle for my fitty, trying to pay my escape. I ain't staying in the matrix, really trying to get my papers. Players never die, we getting paid. Another day, another dollar, living in the bay. Hustle for my fitty, trying to pay my escape. I ain't staying in the matrix, really trying to get my papers.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video with the BMW. So last weekend me and my dad did some welding. So this is the subframe, and the subframe so the first subframe was supposed to be connected with the chassis right here, but the hole where this needs to go in was open, and then it was cracking like this way and also on this side. So me and my dad did the subframe, and then I lowered the subframe, and then we welded first the whole chassis back together, and then we added this plate that you can get for the BMWs. It's to weld to the chassis, and it's a support plate, so we have extra strength in the chassis and in the subframe. So that's what we did on both sides, and we cut off the exhaust. So I will hear you the car in a bit, but no exhaust almost. But I'm gonna remaking the exhaust pipe, so that's right there. But we had a muffler right here. I'm gonna delete that and make a straight pipe all the way to the back. So that's in the future. So that's that. So you can see all the welds. We just so here we had a little crack that was going like all the way to here, and that's fixed. So you can see now this, not the plate, but here, this was the chassis. So the chassis was all the way like this is a chassis. It was all the way falling in, and it was just a big hole right here. So the subframe was going in and out that hole, and yeah, it's just a typical thing with BMWs. You need to make the chassis and the subframe be a lot stronger, like reinforced, and just for drifting and for rally stuff. It's a big step to not have big troubles or damage. So yeah, that was what we did last weekend, and yeah, now I'm gonna hear the exhaust, so start the car in a few minutes, and I'm had some new wheels from a friend of mine. He had laying around, and I really wanted those wheels. So those are these. So I'm gonna fit those and then lower the car, and then we can. I'm going to paint the wheels, so they are not going. I have two black ones and two like chrome gray type color. The gray one I'm gonna keep that color, and the two black ones I'm gonna make white, so it matches the car. So that's the plan. Not gonna paint it. Paint it's gonna do tomorrow, and then today I'm gonna fit the wheel and hear the car, because I need to. Tomorrow we have a busy day, also with welding. I need to weld some things in the inside. So yeah, that's all we gotta do this weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, and we'll see.
Killing spirit.